Hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Ghiberti with Stampin' with Monica. In case you don't remember who I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Stafford, Virginia. And I'm saying that because it's been a while since I've done it live. I think the last one was about 2 weeks ago, if not longer. Yeah, I missed it as well, but it was so crazy. My brain was not functioning. I was tired from the retreat, and it was just, I needed some recuperating time, and also dealing with planning for this major renovation that is, I don't know when it's going to happen, but we need to put stuff in place. So anyways, for those of you that do not know me, as I said, this is Monica Ghiberti with Stampin' with Monica, and I'm coming to you today. That is September 29th, 2025 at 7:30 p.m. And I'm here to do my weekly card class. And the class is a free class to go. You can earn the kit by placing a qualifying order. Before we go into any of the details of the class, I just want to send out a quick reminder, a few reminders. Okay, so tomorrow is the last day of September, and it's also the last day of the Stampin' Up year. And if you are not on my page, I just wanted to let you know that I posted that at the beginning of September, I finally earned the Stampin' Up incentive trip. And I'm taking the opportunity to thank everybody, because I cannot do this all by myself. I need the help of everybody, help from my family, help from my team, help from my helpers, and for my customers, either their purchase classes, come to the retreat, place orders to receive the free class. So any way that you have supported my business, it's how I was able to earn the Stampin' Up incentive trip. It will be to Alaska. It will be a cruise, and I'm not a fan of it, but my husband is really excited because he wants to go. I will load up on Dramamine because me and ships don't go well together. Hello everybody, Nancy. I'm gonna say hi to Nancy. I hope you're doing well, Nancy. Are you back at your what is it? The assisted living? Are you back there out of the hospital? I hope so too. That means that you're doing well. Okay? I'm so glad. So in another episode, I will show you what the ladies got at the retreat, at the Creative Escape that I held last weekend. It was the weekend of the 20th and the 21st. And I already opened the registration for the one coming in December. And I only have 4 seats available. And the registration deadline for the early bird is October 20th. But it might be that it gets sold out before then. Otherwise, the last day to register is October 31st. So I have 4 seats, and what we do is the ladies bring their own crafts. They set up their 6-foot tables. They have a 6-foot table available. I decorate the room. They bring their stuff. I provide a goodie bag that is included in the registration, but I provide a free make and takes, 6 total. That is 4 cards and 2 scrapbook pages. And for those that don't like to scrapbook, they can just keep the supplies and create cards with that. Or they can just assemble one of the pages and use it as a a picture. They were a frame. They can frame it and they can put pictures of the seasons. Like this time was all about the gathering moment, suite of products, so they could put pictures for fall and display in the room, and then every year they can just use it. So anyways, I need to make sure, hold on, so they could put pictures. There we go, because now I can see comments. Hello Elise, she's here. And okay, so if you were the class that I'm showing you tonight, or the 2 of the 5 projects they are included in this week's class to go, 4 of the projects are from one of the add-on classes that I always offer. I offer add-on classes and people can register if they want. So I said, why not put this class out there in case somebody's interested. And we are using the Fluffy Squirrel Bundle that you can find in the mini catalog, the September through December mini catalog at page 49. This bundle is $41.25. It's a cutie patootie. Oh, you're a Paragon. Okay. Hello, Judy. Okay, Nancy, nice to know. Okay, you're a Paragon. Good. I hope that you'll find that you're situated well there. So as I was saying, this is the class that I'm doing, and that's the class that I designed for my add-on class. Some of the ladies took the class, so they were able to craft there. And tonight I'm going to show you 2 of the projects, 2 of the cards. I would have to say that out of the 4 cards, 3 are fun folds, and 1 is just a regular card. Tonight I'm going to show you 1 fun fold and 1 just simple and easy. And the one that is simple and easy, I took the inspiration from one of the cards in here, because this is a catalog, but it's also an inspiration book. I say, if you don't know where to start from when you have to craft, open up the catalog or the mini catalog and get inspired. Okay, what I need to remind everybody is that on October 1st, we have a awesomeness starter kit promotion. And it's one that I never seen. Okay, so out of my 20 plus years, this is the first time that is so enticing. And I already sent out an email, but there will be 1 email going out on the 1st. But basically, you have a choice. You have a choice between 2 starter kit, depending on how much you can afford. So you can pay $35 and get up to $125 in Stampin' Up products of your choice. Okay. Or you pay $99 plus tax. I forgot, because here in Virginia, in our area, you have to pay tax on it. And then you select up to $189 of free stuff. So, boy, oh boy, if you are a happy discount shopper or a customer that has a long list, or even if you have a $35 item that you want to put on your order, then instead of placing the order, you're going to pay $35 and select up to $125. Once you get your starter kit, you sign up, you sign the document with Stampin' Up, then you are considered a demonstrator or a happy discount shopper, and then you can start saving 20%. So you won't be paying full price until you decide to stop. Or there are minimums to be covered, but you have until March of 2026. So let's say you get your kit and then you don't want to do anything, but you have until March of 2026 to place an order and save 20%. That is all. Nobody's telling you to do anything. You do you. That's the thing. the beauty of it. Okay, so anyways, we are going to work on this tonight. What else do I need to remind you of? Let's say, what is expiring? Nothing. We have, yes, on October 3rd would be the last day for you to sign up to participate in the World Card Making Day event that Stampin' Up! Is offering free of charge. You have to register and sign up. Basically, you will receive a link where you can watch the video, and what they're going to use a beautiful kit that, of course, I don't have here. It's one of the boxes. Oh, I was reading one of the comments, and it's a beautiful box. It's a kit, all-inclusive kit. You make the cards, and you have a box that you can use to keep your cards in there, the ones that you made from the kit, or cards that you make and then you have ready to send out. So it's a free. But if you want to do what they do, the kit is $32. You can order the kit, and then you can watch the video anytime. They will send you the link, and the link is going to be there for a little bit so you can go back and watch it. So let's say I won't be able to watch it on the 4th. I don't even know what's going to happen on the 4th in my house. So I will be finding a time to watch it on my own whenever I feel like it. Could be at midnight at night, but the link is going to be there. Okay? So I think those are the only thing that I need to remind you. Before we go any further, and before I forget, I have a class. So this past weekend, I did my second round of Christmas cards. This is with the traditions of Christmas. And I went overboard with these cards, I think, but I love them. So this weekend I had a group of ladies taking the class, and this is what I am offering you. Okay, these are the cards that I designed, that I designed a while back for another swap of a card class. And so I decided to use these. You will get, so this you might recognize from our event that we did for the catalog kickoff. I added things to it. So this is one of the cards. This is the one that I designed for a collaboration. This is a fun fold with the belly band. And these are the ones that I designed for the swap. So this is the card that does like that. This is an inspiration from the web, but look at these. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's very simple because I decided to feature the designer series paper. Okay, so this comes out of, there are 2 sheets in the pack of the designer series paper, where one has all of these flowers, and the other one has these. So these are just die cut, or you can fussy cut them if you want to, and then you stamp the sentiments. For this one, I decided to stamp and show how to two-step stamping here and color with a little bit of the blends. But this is the other card. Very simple. They're not complicated, but they have a wow thing because this paper is beautiful. So what I'm going to do is, this is the card class. It's a stamp a stack. You get supplies to recreate 2 of each. You get half a pack of the designer series paper, a full bolt of ribbon, a full package of these embellishments, and the cost is $45 pickup or $54 shipped, because I ship in whole sheets because I don't want to cut them in half because they're beautiful. Okay, so if you're interested, I'm going to put the registration out, but these are the cards. What I will do most of the cutting. You will have to have your bundle though, because all the stamping that is required here, you will have to do it with the bundles. And so then there's going to be also the offering to get the bundles at a saving, or you can use whatever you have at home. Okay, so this is round 2. I already offered this before my class, but because I am in love with these cards, I'm going to offer this for another round in case you missed the registration and now that you see the cards, you want to make them. Okay, so those, there you go. Oh, let me read some of the comments here. There are some ladies that are participating in the event Work Hard Making Day, and I know these ladies will be scrapping together. So good job, ladies. Okay, enough of me chit-chatting. Let's get starting with this fun bundle. As you can see, it is a photopolymer stamp set. You have two different squirrels, okay? One that fits in the punch, and the other one is the one that you need to fussy cut. As you notice on the front, these are replicated at 85%, but when you open it, they're way bigger. Like, for example, this present looks really small, but this is how big it is. Okay, so let me start putting the card together. We're gonna stamp and punch and whatever. Okay, the first card that I'm gonna do is the simple card, and is the one that I took inspiration from the mini catalog. Please know that if you qualify, so in order to get this class kit, for the 5 projects, you need to place an order of at least $50 in merchandise. That will be before shipping and tax, and after you apply your Stampin' Rewards. In case you want to redeem them, you have to redeem, okay? And you have until Sunday. Is it Sunday? Yes, until Sunday to place your order. Then I will package up, cut, score, emboss what it needs to be embossed, but I will not do any stamping, okay? And I will, there's not going to be any embellishment in there. You can add whatever you want to the project. And so let me start. So the first one is the easy peasy. So these are the parts that you will need or you will receive. So there's a card base in Calypso Coral. And we'll go, oh, and I forgot, you will receive a detailed PDF. So for all the 5 projects, you have a PDF. That PDF has at least $15 value to it. So you're getting an extra value if you place the order and get the card kit, and you get the PDF included. Okay, so there we have that. Then we have a panel of petal pink that I embossed with the exposed brick 3D embossing folder. Okay, and right now we are working on this panel. Then we have the insert. We have one of the branching out dies. I did my monthly card class, I did with the branching out, and to me they're gorgeous, and these dies are to die for. I love the shape of them, so I'm using it here. Then you'll have a scrap for you to stamp, and this one is already die cut for you. You will have these pieces, and then you will have the pieces of the designer series paper. If you do not recognize this designer series paper, I chose to use the Weekend Adventure 12 by 12, and this is it's a more for scrapping if you want, but look at the pattern. So I always look at the opposite side of the designer series paper, like I'm using this side, but on both of these I'm using, like, this one is the opposite of that. And what else did I use? So this pattern I've used. So it's beautiful, and this has 4 different patterns, and you have 3 sheets each. Sheets each. Yes. Okay, so that's how this is done. So it's not the typical 6 patterns, 2 of each. Okie dokie. Let's start. So I'm taking this, enough with blabbering, Monica, and then I'm gonna glue this one down. Okay, and I'm using, this is my Stampin' Seal, but I'm using the old Stampin' Up case, because the other one, I don't know why, with the other one I had trouble with my adhesive rolling up, so I'm gonna try with this. So I have this, and then I'm using, where did I put my embellishments? Where? In front of my nose, I am pretty sure. But I can find them. Hold on. I am sure I'm looking at him. Because I need ribbon. I need my ribbon and my embellishments. So Monica, open up your eyes. There they are. So these are the embellishments that I'm using. This is the basic beige ribbon. It's part of the Gallery Bloom, I think. The Beautiful Gallery suite. And these, they've been around for a while. These are the loose frosted dots. These are online only exclusive, and I decided to use them because, to me, they do go with the different colors of the designer series paper. Okay, but you can use whichever embellishment you want. So this goes in there, and then my usual trick for the ribbon, because I want to save ribbon. Whoops. And there we go. I'm gonna put it down like that. I'm gonna grab my paper snips. Would be nice if they were here. You should see. So I spent my day yesterday cleaning out one of my storage rooms that I have down here. Basically, it's an unfinished room, because I need to put a bunch of stuff in there from my studio when they come and redo my floors, because everything will have to be out of here. So I'm doing this, securing the ends and putting this. Now I can take this little fella and put it mounted on the card front. Okay, so this is how this card is so easy. There, like such. Okay, then let's start stamping, because we have to stamp. The first thing that I'm gonna do is this, and then stamp on here and stamp on there. Okay, these 2 pieces are the same. We're gonna grab the stamp that has these, I don't know what they're called, not sure, but this is what we're using. Hashtags, and I already mounted them here. Then I'm gonna grab soft sea foam ink, because we're gonna do matchy. And as I teach, every time I say put your stamp pad in front of you. Okay, so we're gonna go and stamp like this. Stamp off and start randomly stamping. Okay, I wanted a subtle look, a very subtle look. And I was reading that Erin was working with Cindy, her mom, and making a second set of the cards that I designed for the free make and takes for the retreat, because they got a whole package of the designer series paper, a full bolt of the linen thread, a bunch of stuff. So basically, once they have designed the first set, they can always copy and use their own supplies at home, right? And I might show you the project in another video when I'll do the show of what the ladies got. Okay, so we've done that. Easy peasy. I'm gonna set that aside and then I will need to wash it. Now let's do some stamping. I'm gonna stamp right here. I'm gonna use this little rabbit. No, rabbit. It's not a rabbit. It's a squirrel. And let me see if I can get more light here. Probably not. Okay, so I'm using these two. The first thing, and I'm using, my outlines were all done in early espresso. So I'm gonna grab my outline. Okay, and I'm going to stamp him here like such. Then I'm gonna do the trunk, because we're gonna fussy cut. So tonight you're gonna watch me fussy cut, even though I don't want you to, but we'll do that. And then I'm using Mento Black, and I'm gonna grab this little flower right there, tiny flower, and I'm gonna stamp it right here. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab the filling, the one that fills the image, the solid image, and I'm using Calypso Coral. Let me put all this away, and let's see if I can do a good job. So to me, it was easier to do it this way. I'm using the lines. Let me go on top here. Let me grab it down because I need to look closely. And voila! Look at this cutie patootie here. Okay? And then I'm just gonna color quickly. I love photopolymer stamp sets because it's easy to stamp with. And then I'm gonna do a little bit here of daffodil, and then I'm using the light of, no, not the dark, the light of Calypso Coral to color the petals. Okay, and then if you really want it, you can put some of them there, but doesn't really matter. Now for my trunk, I'm using my light, not the dark, the light crumb cake. And look how easy peasy it is to color. I don't think I even did some highlighting, or I'm gonna try now with the dark to go on these lines here and then go over. You could do that and leave it like such. Okay, so now where are my paper snips that are somewhat sharp? These could be. So you're gonna watch me fussy cut. So if you want to turn away and don't watch me, because I'm not that good at it. Plus my eyes are really bad. But anyways, I'm going to do it. Okay, I'm going to go until here. I'm going to move my paper around. And I'm gonna go slow because my eyes are pitiful. And actually I gotta keep away from me so I see better. Okay. Okay. I really went detailed on this one. Go down. Okay, and then I want to show you what I did. So these are easy peasy. So how was your Monday? My Monday was about catching up on tutorials because I needed to send out a few because I had something happen to all my tutorials that all of a sudden that I had in Microsoft Word that I could that I could edit and get ready and send out. All of a sudden they were all PDFs, so I couldn't add or modify anything, and I was stuck. So after a research, then my daughter said, hey, yeah, we need to purchase the program, so we purchased it, and now everything is still on PDF, even though they were supposed to be in editable. So it's a pain in the behind. I'm sorry. So finally I was able to catch up on those. Okay, and then I still have some to send out, but I'm very close to be done. And when I'm done, it's time to start up again. Isn't that the case every single time? Okay, cutting this may be boring, sorry. But anyways, I was able to announce finally the winner. Do you remember that I did my catalog kickoff and I was giving away prizes every day? And then I was supposed to do the drawing for the grand prize winner. But then, boom, retreat time came and I completely had to, focus on the retreat, on the final touches to the retreat. But today I was able to finish. So today was Catch-Up Monday. There we go. So now let me cut my little flower, because we love fussy cutting, right? But this is the only one. The only card that requires a little bit more of fussy cutting than there's another one with one only fussy cutting, I think. Okay. Almost there. Then I'll stamp, assemble, and this one goes together pretty quickly. And here we go. So this morning, I also had one of the technicians that came in to check my dryer. Okay, because my dryer doesn't dry well anymore. So I did a little test. It said, well, we have air flowing, whatever, and the thing is tumbling. So it might be your vent. Nancy, I already started the color in Color Club, but I didn't see you. But if you want, I can always add you, but I never got your registration. So if you want to be added to it, just let me know. But anyways, so the guy said, well, you need to clean your vents. Huh. They have not been cleaned in years. 20 years that I've lived here, they have never been cleaned. Okay, so stop chatting because now we have to do this part. So we're gonna grab the flowers just because it's me. So I'm using this trunk, not cut out yet, kind of on a guide for me to see where I want to stamp my flowers. Okay, and then I'm gonna stamp one right there. And then I'm gonna stamp one. This time I'm gonna change it a bit. And I'm gonna go and have this one go up here. Okay? And I'm gonna show you. So this is what I did. And I'm gonna color. But you, if you wanna do this class, you don't have to do this. You can skip this part and just don't put the flowers in there. And I'm gonna color quickly. Voila. This part is done. Now, this is gonna go right here, right? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the brush tip of my light soft sea foam, and I'm gonna go around my trunk, okay, like such, without coloring it. And that's how I get my grass around it. Okay, and then I need my cap, and now it's time to put everything together. So I'm gonna grab mini glue dots, no, mini dimensionals, 1, 2, and 3. Put this one down, and this is how it looks. So it looks like there. Then I'm gonna grab my squirrel, and I'm going to put this one down quickly. I know I have a little trash for my covers of the dimensionals. And now I'm gonna grab, what did I use? I think I'm gonna use a mini glue dot, and then I have to stamp the sentiment, and I'm done. And this mini glue dot is gonna go behind this little flower here, hide it a bit, and this is gonna go under there. Okay, so now let me put stuff on this card. We are going to use dimensionals because we love dimensionals. Let me think. This is that, and this one is gonna go right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put dimensionals. Okay, and this one is gonna go up there, and then this one I have it on the opposite side, and I'm gonna go down here like such. And if I need something in there, now I can put it and secure this one down, because you can always add at the end, right? That is done. Now I'm gonna take this little fella and put it right there. Use all of your dimensionals, don't throw them away, even the edges. Okay, so this will serve you as the video tutorial to put together your cards in case you want to take the class. Voila. Okay, I'm gonna stamp a sentiment here. That will be the one that says, "May you gather happiness." I'm going to use my memento, and I'm gonna stamp it on this stitched circle. And voila. Okay, and now I can put this one on my card, and I just need one dimensional there, and this is gonna go right there. Okay, then I'm gonna do my usual with my ribbon. Where is it? Right here. My golly. And there you go. Then I'm gonna put the inside. So the most involved thing, or time consuming, it's not involved, time consuming, is to fussy cut. But then this card is a cutie patootie At least I think so. But you will be the judge. So some of you took this class, so it's a repeat, so you can see it again, because and if you did not have a chance to grab it, then you can still do that if you like it. I think this is a cutie patootie. Now, for the inside, easy peasy, I'm gonna grab my strip of paper, bringing the outside to the inside, bring it in, doing this. Ta-da! Like such. I need to trim. And so I will be back, I don't think tomorrow night, because I have an appointment with Lowe's to go pick up new bathroom vanities. They're not cabinets, they're vanities. And we have an appointment, so it would be late after my husband comes home. So I'll be here Wednesday to show you the other 3 projects. Unless I can squeeze in, because I'm also babysitting tomorrow. So that's the thing. So now let's put the embellishments and stop talking. Okay, then I'm going to put liquid glue, because the dots don't have any adhesive. Okay, so we're going to put liquid glue down. We're going to grab the dots. I don't know what I'm doing with my things, to tell you the truth. Oh, here they are. Okay, and I'm going to use, we have pink in there, or petal pink. So I'm using those, and I'm grabbing with this handy dandy tool that is our you pick tool, or pick your there. Then we're going to put one down there, and then we're going to grab another one, put it down, and that will be it. Okay, so this is the first card. What do you think? Isn't this cute? There you go, card number 1. Okay, let's move on to card number 2. This is a fun fold, an easy peasy fun fold, okay? And the supplies for this card will be a card base in Old Olive, an insert in Very Vanilla, and then we have a layer in Pecan Pie. Then we have 2 pieces of designer series paper, of the same designer series paper. Okay. A label with the textured notes dies, scraps to stamp and punch, and this is a piece of early espresso that has been embossed with the wood grain embossing folder. So the easy peasy fold is this. Basically, it is a gate fold of your card. Okay, an easy peasy gate fold. Okay, this is the insert that we're going to stamp on. This is that. We're going to grab this piece right here, and I need to do my thing. That will be roughing the edges. Okay, because this to me is rustic. It has trees and wood grain, so it needed a little bit of a extra. And then I'm gonna glue this right on the paper, and I only have a little bit of a border around. Okay, there. That is done. Then this will be going here, okay, and this will be tucked under. And this is always how I do it. I put this down I put down this first, but I'm just gonna put, which side do I want? This. I'm just gonna put adhesive there because I want to tuck it in. Okay, so I'm gonna do this trick right here. straight. And then I'm gonna put adhesive behind this piece. And I'm gonna do tuck it in, like that. Easy peasy. But I did a boo-boo. Okay, I did a boo-boo. I did a boo-boo. Okay, so let's rewind. You need to work on this piece separately. Okay, and I'm gonna do this. Look. Then I'm going to grab, because the fun fold, with the fun fold, I don't like to show my ribbon in the back, okay? So my fun fold requires ribbon. And of course, I designed this? I forgot. Oops, that doesn't cut much. Okay, so repeat. We're gonna grab our dimensionals now. Boy, it looks like I never stamped before. I'm a mess. Put them in front of you, Monica. And we're gonna do that. So who owns this little cutie patootie bundle? Did you pay attention in the mini catalog, or if you were browsing online and say, boo, that I don't want that, I don't like it? Well, at the beginning I was like that, but then I said, let me try. I think it's a nice bundle to use, because obviously you can use it with this sentiment, but you can use it however you want. So now this is the look that I want. Nothing in the back. Okay, so pay attention. Now we're gonna stamp. We are stamping away. Now let me grab my sample. What are we stamping on here is the sentiment that we used before. That's why we're doing these two together. And I need my chamois that I thought that I had out, but I didn't. Okay, and now I'm gonna grab my early espresso, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment here in this corner, like such. Okay, easy peasy. Then this goes away. I'm gonna grab the little acorn that is part of the stamp, and I'm gonna stamp 1 and 2 right there. Then I'm gonna stamp it 1 right here and 1 right here. Okay, then while I have this out, I'm gonna grab the other squirrel, and this is the one that matches the punch. If I do it this way, it would be better. Okay, early espresso. And now I can close this, and I'm gonna grab pecan pie. Okay, and I'm gonna grab this that fills. And I'm gonna try to stamp and use the same idea, technique. Go look at the line, the eye, and everything, and hopefully, voila, there you have it. You know what? It's a little off, and I don't like it. So we are going to retry this. Some people stamp the inside first and do matchy-matchy. Stamp all on top with the other one. I can't. I tried. To me, it is easier to have the lines already stamped, but you might be one of those, so you can do your stamping however you like. I need to stay on top of this with my phone while I'm going. Okay, pretty much the same. Guess my eyes are not working. Then I'm gonna take the matching punch, and there we put it in. And then we are going to punch it out. Like such. Hold on. There. And then I'm going to grab, now I want to try something just to, because I haven't tried it yet. So I'm going to do this and stamp here and try something. So with this one, I'm trying with a dark crumb cake, but I did not use this in my sample. But you can do it. There you go. Yeah, you can do dark. So I can change the tutorial. And because I used, you know that we have the tone, the skin tones. I used this one, I think, for my sample because I wanted something darker. So I used this one. This is part of the deep tone, but I want to show you the difference. So this is the deep and this is dark crumb cake. Okay, so I'm sticking with this because I like it. It's more of a, it gives me more of a early espresso. Since we don't have early espresso, what I called. Oh no, Monica, you are really something. You are really something. So I'm going to have to re-stamp and punch because I did not pay attention to what my punch does. So don't do this when you're home, okay? So we're going to redo this because we can. You'll have extra paper. So we're going to redo it. Don't stamp one on top of the other because then it will be punched out. So I can show you what not to do and how and what to do. So then you know. And now we're going to punch this one out. Ta-da! Voila. So we have two cutie patootie of those and we have that. Now, let's put this one together. So I'm going to put this one down, centering this, put it up here, and I'm using dimensionals up here on the corners. I don't want to put it on the ribbon because then it will be moving. Okay, so this is how I do it. This is how I do it. So that goes up right there. Then I'm gonna grab my squirrel that I stamped there. And nobody knows what the other side looks like, right? This one is gonna go like such. And now we're gonna grab these two and grab mini dimensionals or one of these. Let's use the edges so I can finish this sheet. Okay. Then we're gonna put one here. And one is gonna go under there. Like such. Okay, and then I'm also, because we were at the retreat, so they could use, this was included in their goodie bag, so we're using the Old Olive of the linen thread pack, and we're gonna do a nice little bow. Okay, and because they had both, they could choose to put the linen, the Old Olive, or the other. Okay, I'm gonna make these small. Cut. Grab my glue dot here. I'm gonna roll it under a bit. Okie dokie. And this is what is gonna go right there. Okay, then I'm grabbing my usual. I'm gonna go and do my bow under here. And then we're gonna, oh, I need to finish cutting something. Let me use this. There we go. Go on. This ribbon is beautiful. And I love it. That is very vanilla. Okay, and there. So you could add the bundle in your order if you would like. It's $41.25. Then you could also add the ribbon if you wanted to, and the embellishments, and I think the ribbon will put you at the $50 mark, so you can get the class for free. Now, let's color this, and I used, for this one, I did light and dark of my crumb cake. So then we have the difference. Okay. So because on my very vanilla, I could do that. This is almost done. Okay. Voila. So now let's grab this. This will go inside. Okay. And then you can do more writing if you want, or stamping. Okay, then this gets closed like this. And this goes on top. Okay, but because we want this to open, right, we need to pay attention. So what did I do with mine? I always use dimensionals, because if I mess up, I can always lift them. So I'm going to put my dimensionals on here, on the top of this, and then I'm going to put some in here. Okay, there and there. Okie dokie. And that's how I do it when I glue partially. Okay. And now this is going to go. I could even do this, because if I have the corners done here, then I will have everything matchy-match. Do you agree? And voila, here we have the card. Now we just need to put the embellishments. And I'm going to do one here, one there, and one down here. Okay, let me grab the container of my embellishments. And this time I'm going to go gold. So let me grab one gold here. And then I'll go with the medium. No, actually I did all large. And the light is not helping me. Let me go with this. This tool is handy dandy. And voila. Okay, I think we are done for the night. Sorry if it was a little long, but you watched me fussy cutting. So this is the first card, and you can add more embellishment if you want, sprinkle it more. So this is the one that says ta-da, like that. So you see why I didn't want to have the ribbon show, because it would have shown here, and I personally don't like it, but you can do you. And this is the other one. So both are saying, may you gather happiness. And these are the first two projects. Hello, Rose. So these are the first two projects of the 5 projects class. Okay. As I said, I'll be back Wednesday for sure. If tomorrow I can squeeze in between babysitting and the appointment, I can come in and show you 1 card. Okay, because then we have 2 more projects of that. Okay, so this is your bundle. It's the Fluffy Squirrel Bundle. This is the class to go for this week. If you're interested in the class, you know what to do. You can place an order in my online store by Sunday, end of day. And if you don't have this bundle, you can add this one. So then you have everything to stamp with. And you can add a little bit extra to reach at least $50 in merchandise. Make sure that if you're applying your Stampin' Rewards, it will be net of those. Okay? And there you go. First 2 projects. Thank you so much. I had a great time designing these. I hope the ladies that made it at the retreat had fun. And so I hope you like them as well. Let me lift it up because I don't know why, but I see myself very far. So there you go. The cards close up so you can see them better. Okay, because I'm looking at my picture and I don't know why. It looks like I'm standing, watching from the moon. I don't know. Okay, there you go, ladies. That is all. I'll see you Wednesday for sure. Same time, and but I'll send out a message or put a message if I'll be able to do something tomorrow for another card. I have everything ready to go. 1 fun fold is going to be fun. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye.